This is Dennis Callan for Hawaii Geographic Society. Welcome back to World Traveler. We begin our program on the train. We're leaving Stockholm and taking a train across to Oslo, Norway. And it's a very comfortable ride, lots of trees, lots of forest scenery. You see how important the lumber industry is to Norway. The trains have a dining car, so you can have a meal or a light snack or just a beverage and pass the time in a very comfortable way. The trains of Europe really give you a nice smooth ride, and they pass through this lovely countryside, this great scenery, and the tracks are all welded so there's no clickety-clack as you go.
Traveling by train is much more comfortable than going by a tour bus. You've got a lot of room to stretch out and spread your legs. You can take a stroll.
These trains are great for traveling. They've got so much room. You can enjoy the view out the window, walk around, talk to each other, relax, maybe take a nap, read the newspaper, enjoy the scenery out the windows. And there's farmlands and little villages, and soon enough, before you know it, you have arrived in Oslo. And here you see how we help each other get the bags down from the racks on the train. The guys get up there and help each other out, pulling the suitcases down, while the ladies are out on the platform watching over things and generally supervising, putting the bags in order. And we just hand them out like a bucket brigade from one person to the next, and out the bags come. So it makes this job very easy. Very easy to ride these trains, that's for sure. And then we just roll them right through the station.
Getting off the train with our Hawaii Geographic Society group, you'll see everybody just pulls their own suitcases along behind them in the train station. And it's really quite easy to do. Most European stations are quite level and smoothly paved. And it's an easy transfer out to the taxis. And then we're whisked away to our hotels.
In today's program, we're going to show you several of the major attractions of Oslo. We'll have a look at the downtown area, and then we're going to take you out to Frogner Park to show you the statues by Vigeland, and then we're going to visit the beautiful Norwegian Folk Museum, where you'll see reconstructed homes from all over Norway. And now let's begin our look at Oslo. You cannot get lost in Oslo. The fascinating downtown is a compact area just 1 mile long and about a half a mile wide, filled with the typical European variety of shops, parks, restaurants, museums, scenic waterfront, and historic sites to keep you highly entertained for several days. All in all, you'll be delighted with your visit to Oslo and Norway, which the United Nations has ranked as the best country in the world to live, because it has the world's highest standard of living and superior levels of education, income, health, and life expectancy. Well, in your first day in Oslo, you might want to start right out in the heart of town in the shopping area. Start your explorations of Oslo on the main street, which is Karl Johans Gate, and it begins right at the train station and continues for 1 mile straight to the Royal Palace. This boulevard is definitely the center of town, buzzing with people all day long. You're definitely going to see some street entertainment on this busy mall. Singers with amplifiers doing popular songs gather a little bit of a crowd around them. And this artist is cutting out profiles on black paper. It's like a cameo, and it's done in a minute at a very low price. The mother was so pleased with this black paper silhouette of her daughter that she had another one done for her young son.
Just don't ask me what it was. Just don't ask me what it was.
Reserved for pedestrians until it reaches the Parliament building, Karl Johans then opens up to regular traffic, but has wide sidewalks to accommodate the crowds. And there is a central park right in the heart of downtown Oslo. It's not very big, a few blocks long and a block wide, but it's a very popular gathering spot. After passing the Parliament, Karl Johans runs alongside this very pretty Studenterlunden Park, right in the heart of Oslo. The busy garden cafe in the middle is an excellent place to stop for drinks or a light meal. You might not want to have a full dinner here, but a great place for a snack. Or just sit on a bench in the park and watch the entertainers who often show up here, especially in that plaza right in front of the Parliament. A long fountain runs through another section of the park. Kids love to frolic around in this fountain. The water is clean, and the parents are tolerant, and the kids are splashing. And this whole area is circled with tall trees and beautiful landscaping. Oslo's three main shopping streets surround this popular patch of greenery, so be sure to wander the full length of each one of those streets to squeeze the most out of Oslo's best neighborhood, and do some meandering through the park while you're at it as well. Karl Johans has fine shops and restaurants along both sides in the neighborhood of the train station, where it's a lively pedestrian mall that extends for 6 blocks, with several enticing side streets also reserved for pedestrians. It's nice when a city has a really well-defined center, because then you know as a visitor that you're not missing out when you're there. This is the place to be, and certainly a great place to start. The Grand Hotel faces the park in prime position along Karl Johans Gate and makes an excellent place to stay on your visit. And this is where we always stay when we come to Oslo. The hotel is renowned for its Grand Cafe, open from 11 a.m. for lunch until midnight with a varied international menu. And for hotel guests, this is where you have breakfast in the morning. And a wonderful breakfast buffet it is. They really pile on the choices for you here, with eggs and cooked meats and the breads and cereals, of course, and plenty of fruits, and there's salads and the juices and coffee service. There are waiters here to take care of you at the same time that you're helping yourself from the buffet, and these very comfortable seats inside the Grand Cafe. And some conversation with our fellow travelers in this elegant dining room setting. It's funny, when we're at home, most of us just have a simple breakfast, maybe toast and coffee, a slice of papaya. But on the road, you're offered a big buffet, so you dig in and take advantage. Maybe have some cereal, bananas, bacon, eggs, live it up. We're building up some energy for another big day.
Breakfast is always a fun time for the group to kind of casually get together and chat about yesterday and last night and what we're going to do today, and grab another piece of that fresh, delicious dark bread. We have breakfast here, and you can easily have lunch and dinner at the hotel as well. It's one of the nicest spots to be.
I know it's mountain high here, okay?
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, you're just getting started. Good.
Yeah.
A work of art. Looks like a painter's palette. The Grand Hotel breakfast includes a Scandinavian specialty, several kinds of herring, complete with a variety of sauces to go with it. So this is something you wouldn't normally have for breakfast at home, any kind of fish, let alone herring. But here in Oslo, in Norway, where they've got herring and it's a staple food, give it a try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try every one of them.
Good for you. That's the way to go. You're watching scenes from our annual tour of Scandinavia. We generally go in July, when the hotel rates drop a little bit, because Scandinavians tend to head south in the summertime in search of the sunny shores of Spain and Italy, and as a result, there are not that many visitors in the hotels, and also there are not that many business conventions going on at that time. So if you can, come on in July. And the weather is perfect, with highs usually in the 70s and sunshine until about 10:30 at night.